had a couple of extra days here to get Chris Forte 100% healthy and to reassess everything that's going on. Are you still like sticking with what you're doing right now? Are you starting lineup, or is there possibilities for change coming up?
Starting lineup's the same. Yeah.
Hi, Mike. What's anything new on Trey with his injury? How close he might be?
No, I mean, Shannon, is there anything?
Still working on it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how far away he is. I saw him getting some shots slightly today, but I don't know what that means.
Mike, De'Aaron spoke after Friday night's game just about the importance of defending home floor. Just in your time in Cleveland and in Golden State, how essential is the home court success to championship success?
It's essential because obviously you want to try to finish as high as you can, and so that means, knock on wood, it's more games you play at home. Not only that, our flipping fans are fantastic. I mean, they're the best in the NBA, and I'm not just saying it because I'm here. I mean, other people comment on them throughout last year and so far this year. So to be able to get that extra boost of energy from our fans is very important.
Yeah, Coach, injuries create opportunities for other guys, and it seems like that's been Sasha early on. What have you seen from him so far in these two games?
Man, you watch him more and more, and you see some of the little things, and it just makes you kind of appreciate him more, because there are little things that may not show up in the stat sheet, or you may miss during the flow of the game, especially if he's on the weak side and you're kind of watching the ball or something like that as a coach. And when you go back and you review the tape, you're like, okay, it's got a pretty good feel. And you go back, and so far you come back and you watch defense, and you're like, okay, he's trying to do things the right way. And so he's definitely making strides forward.
Mike, this is 20 years to the day that LeBron made his NBA debut here in Sacramento. Just wondering, do you have recollections of that time, like when he came into the league, when he made his debut, and just thoughts on like his growth? Now he returns as the all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the game. I couldn't tell you, so I don't remember much about the game. Obviously, I know his first game was here in Sacramento, but I don't remember much about the game. In terms of being around him, he gets a ton of credit for what he's doing on the floor, but I think that should be, or his time and what he does off the floor should be recognized just as much as what he's doing on the floor. Phenomenal career so far, the longevity, and then everything else that goes along with it. But his off-the-floor accomplishments and the lives that he touched, and the people's lives that he touched, is just doesn't get spoken of enough. And so I would emphasize that a lot when talking about him, because in my opinion, yes, his greatness on the court makes him special, but it's his greatness off the court can put him in another category by himself.
Yeah, Mike. Having fresh eyes on the last game, going back and looking at that, was there familiar problems? Obviously, you had a lot of shots, as you mentioned, that didn't go down, that you sometimes do, or halfway down and come out. Just how do you kind of digest that and apply it forward tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Steph, got loose early in the game, and he rolled for a while. But when they created separation, he actually wasn't on the floor. Chris Paul did a heck of a job running their team, and his group, led by him out there, they were very instrumental in creating that separation, and then having a guy like Steph come out on the floor put us in desperation mode in terms of our scrambling and stuff like that. And our guys did a nice job trying to do that and getting back into the ball game.
Mike, I don't think Davion has scored in these first two games. He's also not shooting too much. I was just curious your assessment of how these first two games went from him.
I didn't know he didn't score, so I'm not really worried about his scoring. I just his superpower is his ability to defend, especially on the ball, and I just want to keep seeing that. And while seeing him try to run the team on the other end. So I'm not too concerned whether or not he's scoring or shooting it at a high level or high volume right now.
Coach, how painful